What would you do if the unthinkable happens to you? What would you do if you had an accident, or you lost your job, or you were laid off, or you became ill? How would you provide for yourself? That life is about today, living today, that whatever I want to do, I do it right now. So whatever you want to do, whatever idea that you have, the longer that you're sitting on that idea, you're either creating or you are disintegrating. If you're not using it, your skills are diminishing every day. And there goes a second. There goes another second. And life is happening right now.
Well, maybe you're leaving out the meaning of life. That's what it looks like to me. It's like, here you are, suffering away. What makes it worthwhile? Rights? It's almost impossible to describe how bad an idea that is. Responsibility. That's what gives life meaning. It's like lift a load. Then you can tolerate yourself, right? Because look, you're useless, easily hurt, easily killed. Why should you have any self-respect? That's the story of the fall. Pick something up and carry it. Make it heavy enough so that you can think, yeah, well, useless as I am, at least I could move that from there to there.
I made this person by diving into the insecurities that life gave me. Because now they're yours. They're yours to own. If you're not smart, call yourself dumb. It's okay, because you are. But take that not as you put yourself down. If you're fat, call yourself fat. I used to be 300 pounds. We want to talk so soft to ourselves. We're looking for that recovery day. And that recovery day is everything in your life. Everything in your life is a recovery day. We're looking for it. It's not coming. It's not coming.
Everybody wants to get to a place. Very few are willing to sacrifice to get there. Everybody wants something, and very few people are executing to go there. The amount of people whose actions map to the ambition coming out of their mouth is very low. There is no shortcuts, there is no secret, there's no system or model.
Self-care is saying, I want to be responsible for my future, meaning I want to give my body, give my mind, give myself what I need so that I'm playing the long game. That recognizing, self-care is recognizing this is not a sprint. This life is a marathon.
See, a lot of people allow fear to stop them from living their dream. Answer your calling. Whatever you're called to do, don't count yourself out. Don't say, I can't do that. Many of us go through life saying no, and you don't even know what you're saying no to. You don't know what you cannot do if you're not willing to challenge yourself.
Daily. So trust, self-love is the soil in which you plant future contribution seeds in. And then daily grind is the light and the water required to be of some use and some possibility for those of us witnessing your life. Don't mistake complacency with self-love. Self-love says, I'm whole and complete and enough with where I start, but hold me accountable to where I'm going.
And I don't like using the word easy, but I'm gonna say it. It has never been easier to make $100,000 a year because of this. The problem is everybody thinks you have to make $1 billion. And the problem is nobody has humility to live a $100,000 lifestyle. I think we have to change the conversation in our society. Not in Southeast Asia, not in America. 7 billion people need to change the conversation of what success looks like. It is not to make $1 billion. It is to actually wake up in the morning and be in a good mood.
What's your highest value? Right? It's the star. It's like, okay, what are you aiming for? You can decide, man. But there's some criteria. It should be good for you. I mean, there's constraints on what you should regard as a value. But within those constraints, you have the choice. You have choice.
you perceive David Goggins. Because through my journey, I figured out the one piece I was missing. I thought it was cars. I thought it was women. I thought it was everything. The one piece I was missing was me having the courage to face myself.
Awareness plus action equals transformation. Please don't skip that plus action part, because action is the antidote for despair, John Bias says. Action is the antidote. Anything that's not working in your life, you have to be in some form of action.
Actually thought about your life in a 50-year window or an 80-year window, you would slow down. Everybody wants to succeed so fast because they want to prove something to somebody else.
You develop your gifts. Your gifts will take you places that you'll never begin to imagine.
Life is suffering. Right. Indisputable. What do you do about that? You voluntarily accept it and then strive to overcome the suffering that's a consequence of that.
Whenever hardness comes, and you don't know what it is, it may be different for you than it is for me, but you go back to your insecurities. And then when you go back to your insecurities, you then look for comfort within those insecurities.
Man, let me just tell you, if my life just belonged to me and I knew it to be so, I wouldn't have done half the things I've done. With all the discomfort it brought me, all the Pyrrhic victories, all the time lost, I have had to surrender the chill time, the bubble bath time, the time that I've surrendered so that my life could be of contribution. Man, your life doesn't belong to you. Your life belongs to those people who are going to cross your path.
The major key to your taking charge of your destiny is you. It's you. And even though you might not have all the things going for you that you would like, you have the power within you as you begin to develop your consciousness, as you hold the vision of what it is that you want to do, as you decide to answer this small voice within you. Because as you respond to this voice that's telling you you ought to do this, the way will come, ideas will come to you. You will begin to attract things you need and things that you don't even know that you need right now.
We look for our wife or our husband. We look for comfort. It's in those moments you must retrain your mind to think differently in health.
You have one job in your life for you, to make what you think about life true. You want to be right about the life you see. So you're going to work hard to produce the life that you talk about in your mind.
What an opportunity you just gave yourself. You could have fueled yourself with something like coffee, or you could have got an energy drink, but instead you decided to feed the mind and feed the soul. Because you realize that there's more to this than just having something for a moment. You don't need a jolt. What you need is a will. A fire ignited inside of you that will not quit. It doesn't matter what you faced yesterday, doesn't matter what mental traffic you have. Today is such a gift to you that there's no way you're going to waste it.
When it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
When people can't get up in the morning, I'm going to tell you why. Because they can predict the feeling of everything that's going to happen in their life, and their body's resigned to the familiar. It says, oh, another mundane day. But remember when you were a kid and you were going on a field trip? What happened then? You were up and dressed and ready to go before your parents were up, because you knew something unexpected was going to happen. That's how we should live our lives, waking up with the understanding to expect the unexpected, and something unusual should happen in our life as a result of our efforts.
The only way anything gets accomplished, you gotta work hard. I can't remember what the f***'s in this paragraph to pass this test to get in the military. Read it again. Still not getting it. Read it again. But if you're not getting it, write it out. And guess what happened? I got it. I can't swim. I'm negative buoyant. Go back again. I can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realized if I keep going back and going back and going back, your mind will say, okay, we're gonna figure it out, because he is not going to stop.
And if you just stop wasting the opportunities that are in front of you, you'd be who knows how much more efficient, 10 times more efficient, 20 times more efficient. You have no idea how efficient people get. It's off the charts.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup. It becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
If you take an oak tree seed and you put it in a 2-foot pot, that seed will never become the oak tree that oak trees are capable of becoming, because it's gonna get stifled by the 2-foot pot. Now check this out, ain't nothing wrong with the seed. Seed just fell prey to the environment. Don't you allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you become. Now I can appreciate that life is hard. I can appreciate that it's a struggle. I can appreciate that there's all kinds of things not going your way. But guess what? They're never gonna, unless you make it. So you may sit there and look at yourself, and maybe you're even buying into the media. Maybe you're even believing that because you were born a certain race, or you were born to certain parents, or you had shitty parents, or you've suffered from depression, or you're overweight, or all these motherfucking things that they put in your face to give you the exact excuse as to why you can't achieve what it is you want to achieve. You've got 6 months left in the year. That's a lot of game to be played. You may be down by 10 runs, but guess what? People just like you, people just like you, people with the same situation as you, people with harder circumstances than you, have gutted it up and gritted it out and came out a winner before you.
Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap, of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on with it. And yes, most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them.
If you want to be great, you want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody, because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. It takes every second of your fucking life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of fucking people. It is. But if you want to fucking go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you fucking do, you've arrived. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive.
Be motivated, not just halfway, but absolutely motivated.
I have a very simple answer for that. Here and now. That's it. You want to improve? You want to get better? You want to get on a workout program or a clean diet? You want to start a business? You want to write a book or make a movie or build a house or a computer? Where do you start? You start right here. And when do you start? You start right now.
Be channeled with your energy. Be focused with your conversations. Enjoy life with thrill and purpose, but understand that there is a reason God gave you today, and you're going to make the most of it.
Meaning there was a certain point in all of our lives where somebody saw something in us when we didn't see it in ourselves, and we took that level of belief and let it propel us into the next dimension of our lives. And so the thing we have to remember in defining moments, and what I mean by defining moments, moments that define us and moments that break us is, what about the people that saw something in me when I couldn't see it in myself? What about the people that invested in me when they didn't have to? How can I quit on them?